Sorry, it closed. Fucking tablet work. Oh, of course, they're making me restart everything. Et voilà. Qu'est-ce qui arrive, c'est qu'on joue au Tower sur ma vieille tablette. La vieille tablette n'est pas assez forte pour continuer de jouer, fait que des fois, on a des problèmes. Aujourd'hui, on vous montre un autre produit. J'ai déjà dit ça. Je devrais commencer, mais fuck it. La Monster Ultra dorée, c'est une de mes préférées parce que c'est ultra de 1. De 2, le goût est excellent. Puis le fruit est vraiment bon. Quand tu penses aux fruits, c'est quoi? C'est de l'ananas. Il ne faut pas dire de l'ananas, mais c'est de l'ananas. Puis l'ananas, avec les bonbons d'émergence, ça marche vraiment, vraiment bien. On va vous lire la description ou le petit message de marketing qu'ils ont mis. Selon une ancienne légende grecque, l'ambroisie donnait l'immortalité à toutes les personnes qui en buvaient. Malheureusement, ce nectar des dieux n'est qu'un mythe. Nous en sommes toutefois inspirés pour créer une boisson qui est la plus proche possible de simple mortel. Ultra Gold. La boisson Ultra Gold, sans sucre et facile à boire. La saveur fraîche et divine de l'ananas doré, parfaitement mûr. Même si nous ne pouvons pas vous permettre mortalité, notre mélange énergisant Monster vous aidera à rester concentré et alerte et à être prêt à toute éventualité d'ici lors. Écoute, ça m'a vendu, ça c'était. Je sais pas. Aussi, pourquoi j'adore moi j'appelle l'ambroise, c'est le Ultra Gold. Pourquoi je l'aime beaucoup, c'est parce que je travaillais beaucoup dans le temps quand ils ont sorti. Je pense que c'était en 2014-2015. Puis il y avait beaucoup sorti des boîtes de Monster. L'original, puis l'original sans sucre. Fait que la blanche sans sucre. Puis la dorée, c'est la première qu'ils ont sorti qui avait pas rapport à ça. Fait que Dit comme ça a l'air de rien, mais c'est quelque chose que j'ai beaucoup apprécié parce que c'est une nouvelle saveur. Là, faut que je m'assure que tout marche là, parce que ça marche pas aujourd'hui. Mais ça peut attendre, on va goûter. Écoutez ça, j'adore ce bruit-là. Et voilà. C'est incroyable. Le goût de l'ananas, il est parfait. J'ai beaucoup de boissons énergisantes au ananas. J'ai longtemps récemment. Puis eux, ils prennent l'ananas blanc. Il est un peu plus amer. Et si tu regardes la pêche blanche, l'ananas blanc, c'est un peu plus amer. Ou sûr, je pense que c'est sûr, c'est le. Je sais pas, je pense que sûr, c'est mieux. Mais là, on voit de l'ananas qui est. Hey, je veux pas être. Ça va sonner méchant, mais c'est vraiment positif. Là. Ça sonne l'ananas dans les cannes. C'est l'ananas hyper sucré dans les cannes. Là. Ça goûte ça. C'est le bon mix de Monster qui vient d'acheter à ça parfaitement. Qui est un peu sucré. Je sais pas pourquoi, mais à mes yeux, le mix de Monster goûte un peu le gingembre. Puis je sais pas si gingembre et ananas c'est le bon mix, mais ici ça marche. Le côté gazéfié qui vient donner de l'énergie, qui vient te réveiller. Écoute, on s'est réveillé, maintenant là, il est 52, on s'est réveillé il y a 1 heure. Donc c'est rien, 1 heure. Sur ce, je vous souhaite une belle journée, une journée en or. Puis passez, hey, prends la journée. Ah, de la journée, là, c'est fou parce que tu passes la journée sans parler. C'est des vidéos comme, ok, ben là, faut que tu parles. Faut que tu parles, puis il faut que tu dises quelque chose d'intéressant. Donc, en tout cas, merci beaucoup d'avoir écouté ça. J'espère d'apprécier. Don't link, it's your boy Ink. Want to do something a bit funny, wanted to do a bit more relaxing, a bit less stressful. I want to give you guys a date ID, a pickup line. How to be a perv without being a perv. If you meet a girl and you really like her and she's like, nah, don't touch until the third date. She's old school, like just like Nana. What you have to do is, the first date, you're like, yo, I've been feeling a lot of stress at work lately. Let's go to the beach. Let's go to the beach because then you get a sneak peek at the person, and yeah, it's not initially going the whole way, but out of the 3 dates, if you get a sneak peek, cool. We sell movies trailer, we sell games trailer, we sell video now, music video trailer. This is your trailer, so good luck. Oh, no, don't burp on the date. It's disgusting. Don't link, it's your boy Ink. Welcome to No Covenant Show. Together doing well, together having a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, whatever you want to call it, however you want to call it. My apologies. Today is the 13th September, and here's my review of the show Terminator on Netflix, the anime. I was gonna do it episode per episode, right? But the reality is, I realized, sorry, I played the tower. Favorite game ever. I'm realizing that the game in itself is only like how can I put this into word? It's the series itself is only 8 episodes. There might be another season, but for now it's another 8 episodes. It's not like something like Attack on Titan where there's 24 episodes and after 24 reviews. It's only 8. So Terminator, I wouldn't call it an anime, it might be an isekai, I don't know, and I fucking love it. We have the classic scenario where we have a person, Terminator from the future, and a person from the future that go back in the past. This is the Terminator, right? Instead of following Sarah Connor, we're following the creator of Skynet, right? He has 3 kids, which is kind of weird because the main, I don't know, it's complicated. It's a very complicated series. It was really good. I had a good time, but there's a lot of flaws, and we're gonna talk about it. To me, the main character was almost the person from the future, but it could have been the father, which is the inventor of Skynet, which is the person they're trying to protect. Could have been the 3 kids, because the 3 kids. So, long story short, we're trying to protect the inventor of Skynet to convince him not to put online Skynet, because we know that Skynet was made, but the fact that it was put online was the reason why the world was destroyed, right? But also he has 3 kids. I think 2 dudes and 1 girl, and a maid. But it's kind of complicated. The good thing is, no sponsor. The good thing is, again, the bad, in my opinion, and only in my opinion, the main character is the female protagonist, which is the person from the future. Why? She's a badass. She knows her stuff. She knows how to fight, right? The Terminator in this one is a bit more interesting. And I want to talk about the Terminator, the old movie. They took Arnold Schwarzenegger because they wanted to do somebody that sounded like a robot. Arnold had a very poor master of the English language, so the fact that he has this almost discourse talk was somewhat robotic, which was perfect for this role. So the fact that we have this character that's fully fluid, and the Terminator is kind of really fucking cool. The pros are that the pros is the father. The father is like he's constantly obsessed with work. So the kids are the kids they try to get his attention, which pushes one kid to be super kind, pushes one girl to miss her mom, pushes the other kid to be a functioning. So you see three personality and has a three way to deal with it: absent father and a dead mother. There's also a nanny, which is called Kiko. You can tell she's a bit weird, but you don't know why. So you got a classic the girl from the future. She comes, she's like, hey, I'll take care of you. And then the two kids are like, okay, well, I trust you. And she ended up protecting the little girl a bit more because the two kids are with the nanny. Terminator. It's so complicated. It's so complicated. So instead of having one, which is Skynet, we have Skynet and Kotaro. Kotaro being one entity, right? You're not sure who it is. You don't know what it is, but you know it's not Skynet. It's a different entity. And then the person from the future said, "Oh, Kotaro and Skynet are gonna be at war. Even if there's only one of them, there's doom. But if there's two of them, there's war. So they're trying to stop both." You spend the whole time thinking about Kotaro is the bad guy, Skynet is the bad guy. And this one, Skynet doesn't have a personality. Kotaro has one, and he doesn't explain why. The season is very, very complicated. Because Skynet goes online, there's already robots that are created. They're very basic. And the greatest thing about those robots is there's multiple time in the show where it's proven that if you don't strike, if you don't attack that violent, they won't attack you. So they're just being there, you know. Then we find the resistance. We figure out that Nanny is a robot. You're like, why is she a robot? And at first, is a really good cool plot. The really cool plot is like, hey, she might have been a robot that was a first model for Terminator, right? She's nice. Now the flaws. This is where the story, to me, lost all its charm. You realize that she's a robot. You realize that her and the doctor are from the future. So they're from the future and they're trying to stop Skynet. We realize that it's a fucking mess. Okay, so let's put it like that. Let's put it the easiest way possible. Let's look at the original work. John Connor in the second movie and the third movie also brings a Terminator on Earth to the past. And you're like, Terminator versus Terminator. And then you realize that John Connor, which is the hero of the franchise, was able to make it friendly. We're exploring those in the anime. So the main scientist, he finds a chip of the Terminator. He kills the Terminator, he finds her chips, and then because he finds her chips, he's able to do it one. He realizes the Terminator is very smart. It's an AI. It's like, yo, they're not bad. It's just been programmed bad, right? So he has a mind to save them, to really push them. But you can control life, you can control nature. So then we're going to the past. He's trying to fix the things. The thing that I don't like about the main character, the main scientist, was he came back to the past and he was trying to. Oh my god, I forgot. The Terminator that was friendly was actually a maid, so she's a Terminator too. So he went back to the past to stop the machine to stop the Skynet from being launched. But instead of stopping the Skynet from being launched, he's actually trying to fix it, which is why he's so busy. Does he know that the date of the apocalypse? He doesn't have a choice. The complicated thing is usually Terminator is very simple, very simple. There's a program that goes in, and you're in a position where, like, okay, well, this program's gonna come in, we have to stop it. So there's a future topic trying to stop Skynet, and the first one is trying to save the Protector, right? And the second one is there's a Terminator trying to stop him. So there's a positive and negative force that come from the future and trying to help change the past, which is the present, in a positive or negative fashion. Terminator, negative. Guy from the future, girl from the future, positive. And this one, we have these two people coming from the future. Then you realize the Terminator actually isn't that. The Terminator came from one of the sons of the scientist. He's like, dude, you're the person that's gonna lead human to have a working relationship with the robots. So the show is good in itself. The show is really good. It's well put. It's well designed. The ship is good, but it's a lot. It's so fucking complicated. So just the fact that you have so many people from the future, you have two entities that you're trying to fight. Which one is the good one? Which one is the bad one? Are they both bad? Are they both good? The fact that Terminator is helping a faction, and then you realize at the end there's 5 factions. Like, what the fuck? Sorry. There's drink, and yeah, that's pretty much it. That is pretty much it. Anywho, love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. Don't blink, it's your boy, and welcome to the Little Commentary Show. You guys are doing well, you guys are having a wonderful day. I'm talk about one of my favorite movie ever made. And one of my favorite ever made. It's kind of cool video that we're gonna do. It's like a new concept I'm trying to. This is the purpose of this video is I have a hard time remembering things. Lately I have a really hard time remembering things. I don't know why, just because I'm not focused, because of ADHD, I don't know why. So what I want to start doing is I want to take my favorite movie, I want to do a recap or a review before that, and I want to do a recap after seeing the movie. So the first episode of this playthrough, this playlist, sorry, it's going to be I Am Legend. I Am Legend is one of my favorite movies. It is insanely good. I Am Legend came at a time where I was afraid of a lot of things. I was afraid of horror, I was afraid of zombies, I was afraid of, name it, I was afraid of it. My shadow, oof, scary. And I Am Legend is this fantastic story where they find this cure for cancer. So if you know the story of Last of Us, very similar. I love Last of Us too. And then you have, I should watch this, Last of Us. I should watch this. No sponsor. So they found a cure for cancer. They turn other people and zombies. Then you have Will Smith, which is the main character. Will Smith being the only known human immune, right? There was supposed to be a I Am Legend 2 with Michael B. Jordan and Will Smith, where there's more survivors, there's more immune person. But it's really fucking good. Okay, about this, the noise. I don't know what to tell ya. I'm not in charge of this city. So yeah, so we're going in the post-apocalypse. We have the main character, we have Sam. We're gonna send that Sam was a dog of his daughter, which is played by Willow. Part 2 of Willow, I Am Legend pre-review. Sorry, I just woke up, so still tired. My apologies for the burp. We're drinking monsters. I was thinking the tower, my phone overheated because my phone overheated. The camera closed. I have to restart. I'm not gonna restart. I'm gonna continue from part 2. We just did that video. So super simple. The main character is the only immune. He has his dog. That's why his daughter's dog. So his family get killed. He's been alone every single day. He lives his life. So he borrows movie. He borrows food. It's a really cool thing. I have a little problem with the. I have a little problem with the history. Will Smith being the main character, being a survivor. we're still foraging for food. He didn't have the idea of finding to our garden. And what you're saying is a scientist, he's very busy. True. Um, the only thing that he did that's noteworthy is he plays golf, right, every single day, and he waits for people to come. If there's a survivor, he's gonna bring them in. We have the bad people, which is the transform, the infected, the die for whatever reason goes in the building. This was the first time we're seeing them. They're a bit weird. They're heaving in the darkness. They're all together to keep warm. And the best thing that Will Smith had was they were afraid of sunlight. And now the very first event that's meaningful in the game, in the show, in the movie, is that one of the infected goes out and is not affected by the sun. So Will Smith like, oh my God, they're evolving, which is kind of cool because them evolving points to a dire need of going faster. The faster they evolve, see, Will Smith is in a position where he won't evolve. They're in a position where they evolve. So he has a time where like, okay, well, if all of them are deprived of sunlight, I'm fucked. And if they're all deprived of sunlight, then there's nothing I can do. And if there's nothing I can do, I'm the only survivor here, I'm fucked. Then he kidnapped one of them to do some research. He said that he has a lot of infected rats. He's working with infected rats. Fast forward, he gets hurt. Okay, kind of complicated. So Will Smith, this is this really weird character that has mannequin through the city to say, hey, if you're to keep silent, so he's talking to them, right? And since he kidnapped one of their friend, the leader, the resistant to sunlight, he's said to be the leader. There's no clear path that he's a leader, but I understand it's between the line that he's a leader. And he's like, okay, well, I'm gonna kidnap one of the mannequin, right? Which means he followed Will Smith. Again, how did he know that he was talking to the mannequin when Will Smith was only talking to them during the day? I don't know. I have no clue. Then Will Smith goes to get it. They get hurt. There's a family that comes to save him. The family is there, and that's one of the best part of the movie. We said Will Smith became quite savage because he didn't talk to people, right? And because he didn't talk to people, he lost the social aspect. So possibly an extrovert became an introvert, which is not easy. I wouldn't know. I'm fucking extrovert. That's shit. And then I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh yeah, he finds a cure. But it's too late. They're coming together. Now there's two endings. There's my favorite ending. So I had a DVD version, which I saw the ending. The first ending is he's hiding. He's giving the cure, which is his blood. It was his blood all along, to the family, and the second one, and he takes a grenade that he had kept, and he's protected by a bulletproof glass. And the boss, he's hitting the screen, and the screen's cracking. So the end, he opened up the grenade and he pushed in. The second part, which is a bit boring, is the infected takes a girl and leaves. So I don't understand why, because he leaves Will Smith. It doesn't make a lot of sense. But it was mentioned that the ending like that, the true ending was a grenade. It was supposed to be a standalone movie. It was supposed to be, it's based on a book. And it's a really good book. I Am Legend, really good book. However, in the book, the infected are talking, so different. Based on, but not the same. So when they saw the marketing or the sales of the first movie, they're like, oh yeah, we need a sequel. And when they wanted a sequel, what they did was like, okay, well, we should put the main character, which is again Will Smith, and you should have you should survive. The only way you survive is if you give back the body. That's pretty much it. Anywho, I love you guys. Take it easy. Holy shit, 1 o'clock. Don't blink, it's your boy. Welcome to the show. Welcome to a swing the weather reporter job today on the 13th September. It is late as fuck, so we're starting to. You see the moon already. We start going to sleep during the day. Because I'm a night person, and because when this. It's weird, guys. You see, I just woke up, so I'm still in the mood and the dreamy states. I'm still very elated, very relaxed, which feels amazing. I feel bad since I'm not working, right? And I'm not having a social interaction or social meeting. I feel like sleeping during the day is the best because in the night I get to see the sunlight, I get to do night scroll, I get to stream. It's a beautiful thing. We do digital work, so if I was to prepare content, if I was to make content and post it, people wouldn't see it, right? What am I saying? Why am I saying this? I don't know. The weather today is very simple. The weather today is 21 degrees. However, there's something very special that's coming on tomorrow, and of course we're gonna watch it. And see, because this is such a weird video, it's because we messed up the beginning so much. I'll give you guys a little bonus, a little something, something, something. I don't think I can give you 3 something, maybe 2.5. Okay, it's recession. So tomorrow morning there's the dusk. No, my God, I fucked it up. I spoiled it. Ugh. There's a fog in the morning. There's a fog. And just because there's a fog, we decided to watch the one, the only, the beautiful movie, Dusk from Stephen King. Yeah, name is Stefan, his name is Stephen. Coincidence? Probably, but dude, the reason why I'm excited today also, it's gonna be a good day today because we're reacting to Nikocado Avocado. We're reacting to, we're starting the DLC, Elden Ring DLC, which means we're close to ending the game, which we have to finish before the 11th of October. Before the 11th of October, because one of my favorite game, possibly favorite game, comes out of the closet. I'm sorry, Mama. I'm cleaning out the closet. Never meant to make you cry, but tonight, I'm cleaning out my closet. One more time. Metaphor Phantasmo is a game that's coming out in the 11th. And yeah, it's gonna be a wonderful day. So we're gonna be watching Stephen King. One of my favorite movies to be honest. Dusk. And we're gonna be talking about it during the fog. So it's gonna be a very cool video. Now, there's supposed to be dense fog. Problem is, I don't really have a exact time, so I don't know. Anywho, we'll make it what we make, and if we make it, we make it. If we don't, we don't. Does that make sense? No? Cool. Cool, 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 cool. Dome Link, it's your boy Ink. Welcome to the show. Guys are doing well, guys are having a wonderful day. Today's one of the most important videos I'm going to be filming in a while, and not about my beloved mother. Oh, what an intro! Yeah, but seriously, today's one of the important video that I'm gonna make. I should possibly wait until I'm more awake, but fuck it, we only live once. YOLO, I'm gonna tattoo it here. Oh, you checked? Huh. Today, I want to talk about why we're making these videos. So, my apologies. A lot of people are asking me, why are you always doing video talking? Why are you always doing those videos where you sit and talk? Why are you always doing videos that are of different subject but similar? And the reality is, I'm 31 years old. Right? It's not an excuse. It's not an excuse. It's not an excuse. You need to say it 3 times, and when you believe it. The reality is, I'm at a place in my life, and it's fine. I'm not saying this. I'm not trying to be a victim. I'm not playing as to be a person that you can feel bad for. Pretty happy. I have had a good life. There's a lot of opportunity in my life that I didn't take. A lot of opportunity to grow as a human being, as a person, that I didn't take. There's a lot of adversity that I shielded myself from, that I didn't take on at first. And you don't take adversity at first, then you're suffering for nothing. So when you take adversity and you do it as something like, oh, this is a kind of event, which subject we talked about yesterday. If this is a kind of event, I need to face it. I need to live through it. If I don't live through it, then I'm missing a kind of event. And my perfect version of myself, perfection, doesn't exist. However, if you're the closest to perfection that you're supposed to be, if you're looking at things like fate, destiny, if you achieve the peak of who you're supposed to be, that is perfection. That is your perfection. A different description or signification or meaning. Signification is in French. Meaning of the word perfection. And that's why we're doing those videos. See, those videos in itself are of different subjects. They're never about the same subject. Sometimes they're similar, never about the same subject. Those videos are now 10,000 strong. I know my channel has 25,000 videos. Most of them on gaming, right? Maybe mukbang, maybe talking, maybe nature corn, maybe going outside at night, maybe working out, maybe visiting the city. There's a lot of playlists on my channel. A lot of people would say there's too many playlists on my channel. People say there's too many videos on my channel. But they all fall under one pretense. They all fall under the same guise. Personal growth. See, when I look at myself, I'm extremely happy of what I've become. I'm extremely happy of the work I've done in the last couple of years. I'm extremely happy of how much I've evolved since I started making content, right, which is directly what we're talking about right now. And I understand that this is self-growth. I understand that I evolved again as a person. And if anything, and it's not. I guess that if I had to put it into a word, I would call it FOMO, which is fear of missing out. But it would be the same fear. Instead of missing out, fear of not evolving, fear of stagnation, right? Stagnation is technically a body of water that doesn't move and goes bad because water contains bacteria. When bacteria dies, they emit a gas which makes the water pungent. That can even happen to the human also. We only have a certain amount of time on Earth, and that is why I'm working so hard. It's why those videos are the same, because personal growth. If I'm being completely honest, I'm extremely happy with how far I went, but there's still a lot of work to do. There's still a lot of work that can be done, right? Now, am I saying I'm gonna do this for 10 years? Absolutely not. For right now, for right now, I'm doing the most I can with what I have. For right now, I'm doing the most I can at evolving as myself. There's gonna come a time where I'm gonna have to face the real world, which is crazy to say. I'm not facing the real world, but think about it, right? Still a small channel, still don't get a lot of interaction. The one I get, I am very thankful for. The one I don't get, I'm like, okay, that's no problem. There'll be a time where I'm constantly going to be judged, and this is a choice because you put yourself under personal view. And the simple aspect of being under personal view, people are going to be liking you, people are not going to be liking you. We can't please everybody, right? And all of those subjects I do, all of those videos I do, have been a point of contempt, a point of thinking about it. At some point, there's something that I've done 2 months ago about asking myself questions, asking myself Why is it like that? Why does this happen? And now I have the answer, right? Those videos are irrelevant to me. I have the answer. But those videos were the seed that I had to plant to see that tree grow. See, if you saw yourself as a garden, right? There's this classic expression where we say we don't see the forest for the tree. And you look at it, it doesn't make any sense. Then you understand what it means. If you saw yourself as a garden, what would you plant? How many of them would be for show? How many of them would serve a purpose? For show, I would say roses are for show. I would say lilies are for shows. I would say tulips are for shows. And if there's a purpose, I would say garlic, I would say chive, I would say onions, I would say potato, I would say tomato. Tomato. Yeah. And yeah, see, and this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to build a garden. And that's pretty much it. Those videos are a preemptive. Imagine, I don't want to call myself an athlete because I'm an athlete, but even the brain is a muscle, right? So it could be an athlete for the brain. Imagine if you had a competition, you had your Olympics, and you know the exact date of your Olympics. What would you do? Would you prep for it? Or just let it slip? His palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy, you vomit on the sweater already. Mom's spaghetti, he's nervous, but on the surface looks calm and ready to drop bomb. He keeps on forgetting when he wrote down the whole crowd goes so loud. He opened his mouth, but it won't come out. Choking now, everybody's choking now. Can somebody tell me the song in the comments? Thank you. See, I look at these 3 last year as a time of trial, as a time of improvement, as a time of growth, right? And I know what you're saying. See, this video is also a direct result of last week. Last week where I felt less motivated to make content. I don't know why I felt less motivated, but you understand that the last 3 years were serving a purpose of holy shit. Okay, phew. I'm recording and I have to keep it under an hour.